everybody, it's Charles from Craving Shaving. How y'all doing? This is another tagged shave video. It was tagged by the Traveling Shaver, Jeremy Tyler, and it is the Second Chances shave, which again I think was started by Chris, IMCDB. So we're going to be using some things you probably saw from the thumbnail. Most of the things that I'll be using. But here's one that I've used just before the shave that didn't make it to the photo. Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Ice Mentholated Pre-Shave Soap. I haven't used it for ages. And I gotta say, I still didn't love it this time. Here's my problem with it. It's a, you know, I would maybe use this to add menthol to something in the summer, or to have a lather booster for something. But as like a pre-shave wash, I hate doing it just because I'm over my sink and it's hard to rinse like under your chin without getting your whole shirt wet. I don't know if you can see it because it's black, but my whole front of my shirt's wet. So that's the first product that I'll be reusing. The next one that I'm like, man, I need to give it a second chance is this guy right here. The Supply Single Edge. I don't remember, it's whatever base plate comes with the just standard version, but we're going to give it a second chance today, as well as Arko. Now, it's not that I don't like Arko. In fact, I don't mind the smell of it. I kind of like the smell of it. It's this kind of old-timey lemon scent that I actually quite like. Haven't used this in a while, but we're going to use that as well. Let me just get the tip, but it's just I haven't used it because the form factor. I have a bowl lather, and I haven't had great success in getting 3 passes worth out of just rubbing it on your face. I guess the nice thing is you can always go back to your face. And then the Omega, I think it's 10066 brush that I got when I was very first starting because Nick Shaves said to. Really is the main reason why I got that. He recommended it. So I'm going to go pretty heavy on this stuff. I'm going to wet my face real quick. Might make this go a little bit easier. But I'm really going to put a lot on. I don't think I probably need to put this on much on, but I'm giving it its best second chance I can. I've said this before, it reminds me of lemon Pez. That's what the scent reminds me of. It's a very polarizing soap. Some people hate the scent is polarizing. Most people agree that the quality of the soap is pretty good. Some might say it's drying. That kind of thing has never bothered me. I guess skin types are all different, right? Okay. Let's get that. And here's the magic, right? It's kind of the fun thing about these shave soap sticks. I gotta say, this bore knot feels pretty good. It's funny, I used my bore knots until they were broken in, and then I stopped using them. This is quite pleasant. Definitely gonna need some more water. I'm not a face latherer generally, so this is, and again, it's kind of because of the mess that's involved. You put the water in the brush somehow, right? And then you put it on your face and it all seems to drip out with me. My goodness. So I do, when I use Arko, which I haven't for ages, I generally do bowl lather it. Just rub it around in a bowl. Some will come off, plenty will come off, and then you can just bowl lather that. My goodness, I'm losing it all. That's the problem. I mean, the performance on this is fantastic. I love how it lathers up. And just to clarify, I did not put any of the Ice pre-shave on, pre-shave soap, as a lather booster. This is all Arko. Alright. Okay. Fresh blade in this. Let's knock that down. Try to get that on the brush. Alright, here we go. Second chances. My problem with this razor was just I wasn't getting great shaves with it. So we'll see how this shave goes. It's pretty mild. So far I've had no issues. So, good news. I think this is a fantastic challenge. I have actually just done one that's kind of not necessarily second chance stuff, but stuff that's just neglected and sitting in my den that I haven't used for a while. Kind of clogged. It's a bit of a problem. One thing that bugs me about Supply, I don't know if you guys get this, but they email me constantly. It's a pretty mild razor. I think that's kind of the problem I'm having right now. Anyway, I should really unsubscribe from them. I already have their razor, you know. I'm probably not going to buy another one just because my experience with this one hasn't been amazing. And I do not any longer have any kind of razor acquisition disorder. I've kind of realized I have some razors that I really like. I've been burned too many times, I think, to want to get another razor. Although, I say that as I've just ordered another razor, so. And it probably will be the last, at least expensive razor that I buy because it's the Carve. I just ordered a Carve, so it'll be here in a few weeks. And probably regardless, it will be the last razor I buy because either it'll be awesome and I won't need any more razors, or it will be awful and I won't want to buy any more razors. So, alright, let's what the thing. Not a great first pass. It's just not. It feels pretty rough. So, for what that's worth. Rough as in still a lot of hair, not rough as in feels like. I'm really actually surprised. I'm loving this brush right now. I wish it was a little bit bigger. I don't like 24. I think it's a 24 or 22 millimeter knot. I like the bigger ones. Sorry, this is just usually where I end up having issues, is on my neck there with this razor. I never can tell if you can hear stuff in the background, but my kids are watching Homeward Bound right now. Which is an amazing movie. I like that. We're kind of pet hungry. Here at the Bullock house. We're renting currently and aren't allowed to have animals of any kind. We can't have a goldfish. I'm not just saying like they're really strict, I'm saying they actually said we cannot have a goldfish. Not that I want a goldfish. Necessarily. I think the second pass cross grain has really helped. It's still pretty rough. All right, one more pass. I'm gonna stop this, and then we'll come back for the last pass so my camera doesn't stop on me. So 1 second. Okay. Last one, make or break, right? So in summary so far, we are loving the brush. I like it. I mean, I like synthetics. I still am not like 100% sold on the bore, but I remember it being pokier, and this is, I mean, because when you splay it, you feel it, but you don't feel pokes. I hate that. I will not use a brush that's pokey. Anymore. I don't see the point of it. Alright. Okay. Last pass against the grain. Let's give it its fair try. The other blades might be a little more efficient, or the other base plates might be a little more efficient. I'm just not ready to make that gamble. You know what I mean? I definitely experienced with this kind of like that thing where, I don't know if there's a name for it, where you buy something that's expensive. It's like a $70 razor, and especially when I was starting this hobby, I wasn't making very much money, and so $70 was a lot. And so I think I liked it initially just because, like, I just spent $70 on it. I better like it, you know? I also did that with the Timeless Bronze, saved up money and bought that, and didn't like that one either. Ended up giving a friend of mine a really good deal on that. So that's why with the Carve, so many people have said it's the best. I feel like I gotta give it a shot. I got the brass one. Now, there are people who love this razor, right? I'm not saying none of you will. Please don't. I mean, if you've used injector razors especially and you're like, I like them, you might want to give it a try. I'm not saying you should not try this by any means. What I am saying, unfortunately, is this is one of the least pleasant shaves I've had in a while. There's a reason I haven't used this. I've got this sitting here, the Mamba, which isn't a favorite of mine either. I'm just going to go over one last bit. With the Mamba. Ooh. Come on, Charles. I was going like this and I think I got myself. The amount of feedback I'm getting from this after a 3-pass shave is ridiculous. So, am I upset that I gave it a second chance? No, not at all. I'm glad I gave it a second chance because I really like the idea behind the razor. I love the injector style. I just don't like this particular razor. Someone who knows, this is the only injector I've ever tried. How does it compare to others? I'm curious if you know. Pop it down in the comments. Alum stick. I think it's RazoRock. I believe, yeah. RazoRock alum stick. Okay. The last thing that I'm giving a second try isn't particularly this brand, it's just the form factor for aftershaves. I don't like shave balms very much. I never grab for them. I like stuff with alcohol in it. Some of you are like, but it's going to dry out your skin. Again, I don't really care about that, so it's not something that's ever bothered me. And so we're going to use this. It's the first balm I ever had. Actually, it's not. That's a lie. I had Nivea Men's or something like that, where I had this. I love Sterling soaps. And this is Executive Man, which is a fantastic scent. It's a Creed Aventus dupe. We're going to go ahead and put a little dab. Just a dab will do ya. It does smell nice. That's for sure. little more for my neck. Now, why don't I like balms? I don't know. Greasy, they're... I don't know. Probably they stay on your face more so than an alcohol splash will. And I don't mind having dry skin, so maybe that's why. I will say, there is a balm that stands up above the others I've tried, and I haven't tried tons of balms, so if you're like, but what about this one? I probably haven't tried it. The one that I have used that has been quite nice is Zingari Man. This one's Nomad is the balm that I have. It's lovely. Makes my face feel really good. I just don't grab for it often just because I'm not a balm person. I like the alcohol sting, so... I think everything gets a pass. Arco definitely gets a pass. The brush definitely gets a pass. The ice pre-shave gets half a pass. It's a good way to add menthol still. And add a lather boost. Maybe that's what will actually fix Williams for me. But yeah, I did not enjoy the Supply single edge. I just didn't. So I had it all boxed up, ready to like sell or give away, and I got it out for this, and it's gonna go right back into its box. So we'll wash that up and get it ready for whoever it ends up going to. Might be now, might be down the road. Who knows? Okay, Craving Shaving News. Here, I can clean that up after the video. Craving Shaving News. I'm not really having a drop to this week, and I'm not going to glove up, I'm just going to grab it. Hey, I am doing this one. So it's got a nice black and yellow swirled top on it, and then it's got the resin shavings inside. I think it's a pretty cool effect. So that one is the lone one that I think is going to be going live, and I might even do that tomorrow rather than Saturday, just because it's the only one. The reason for that is I got on Sunday I broke the regulator off of my pressure pot that I used to cure my blanks in, and I'm waiting on a part that should hopefully get here tomorrow. And I got some stuff to stabilize wood, so I'm working on that right now, just getting some wood stabilized. So I'm going to hopefully be doing some pretty cool hybrid blanks and things, but until I get some stuff fixed, I'm kind of at a standstill. So that part should be getting here tomorrow, so I should be fine next week. But this week, that's it. So yeah, that's it for this video, I think. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. If you like this video, head down and subscribe for more content like this. And yeah, hope you have a wonderful day.